What is up, YouTube? It's Ori here, and I'm doing an arena cube. I feel like I've got some unfinished business with this format. So, okay, kind of a weird pack going on here. Uh, the highest power upside is probably Ulamog, but that requires a little special direction. There's some really good white weenie cards. It's a little awkward here. That they're both in the same pack. So there's some good, decent removal here. So what I could do is I could take one of the white weenie cards, and if white weenie stuff comes around on the wheel, I can pick up a lot of creatures that way. Or I can take the Ulamog and maybe get to the point of casting them. Pretty much for dedicated ramp. I'll probably go with him. The highest upside. I think. Well, Adversary's pretty sweet. I think Aggro's pretty good. I'll go with the Ulamog. So yeah, sorry I've been off the radar for a little bit here. Like that part in Queen's Gambit where she uses like dark eyeliner and develops an alcohol problem in like an episode or two. Yeah. That's what I was doing. Anyways, Professor Onyx, Demonic Tutor is fantastic. Behold the Multiverse is fantastic. I probably am just going with Demonic Tutor. This card is very powerful. I hate when all the powerful cards that I want are in a single pack. Worth noting that there's a Loxodon if we started on white weenie stuff. But I probably wouldn't even take that even if I first picked that, because like aggro, the colors are so split in what they do that if there's like two white weenie players at the same table, which can happen because people on here just like are like, I'll force it, then it all falls apart. So confirming off the wheel your confirming off the wheel your aggro decks is kind of what you want to do here. Okay, so we've got a Baleful Mastery to follow up a Demonic Tutor. That's a pretty powerful pick. We've got a Rishkar to make ramping to Ulamog better. So we've got some choices here. I think Rishkar in general is the more passable choice here. Yeah, I'll probably just take the removal. I like removal here. Leaves us pretty open to what... Wow. Okay. So, again, everything is in a single pack, so... I love the Celestis, but these red cards are way too powerful. I think Chandra is one of the most powerful cards in the cube. I'll probably take Chandra here. No chance on wheeling the Celestis, but I would love to see it. And Glorybringer just gets to go. So, yeah.
And no one is telling me what to do.
Okay. Starting to come together here, right? Ooh, Hornet Queen. Seasoned Pyromancer. Even Skyship's pretty great. All of these are pretty great. I mean, if we're ramping here, like, I think Hornet Queen is a pretty good choice. Pyromancer is pretty good, but I mean, no buts. Pyromancer is great. Tough picks. Tough picks. I'm probably taking the Hornet Queen. Card is super strong. Okay, then there's like a Soul Scar Mage midway through the pack. Then there's a Jadar here. Then there's Alana and Elena. That card's pretty strong. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not like multiple cards we want here. Like, instead, there's a card we're gonna pick that we don't really care for. Soulscar Mage doesn't really go with Chandra here. I guess Jadar enables a lot of shenanigans. God, I hate this pick. I guess I'll go with Jadar. Like, if I end up in some shenanigans sacrifice deck, I've got that. Esper Sentinel's pretty sweet, though. Maybe I take that in case... nah, we're good. Late search for Azcanta. Palladium Mirror. It's pretty good in what we're doing. Well, what we're hopefully doing. We've got some neat ramp targets here. Only thing is, Palladium Mirror is really weird with, like, board wipes. Search for Azcanta is pretty sweet. Guess we're not, like, declared in any specific direction. Yeah, I'll probably take that just because it's powerful. And we're just going to go with wherever the cards lead. I guess there's Voracious Hydra, which is pretty decent and middling. Yeah, whatever. Search for Azcanta. It is... Ooh. So, wow, so many things going on here. So... Chandra Acolyte Flame is a weak card, but this card is like super specific in enabling so many shenanigans. Mainly with like Blood Artist effects, and that's pretty fun. But Scholar of the Lost Trove is here, and this is like one of the blue win cons that you're really supposed to be high on. And we just got a late search. We're getting a late Scholar. I'm in for this. I'm in for blue on this table. I think blue is going to be a good place to be at. Intrepid Adversary did come around, but someone took the History of Benalia. I'm probably just going to... Well, I could take Intervention as a removal spell. That's probably better than taking, like, a potential Jeskai land, and maybe we're going into blue-red here. Oh, wow. Professor Onyx Wield? It's a good win con. Dragon Master Outcast is pretty sweet. So, okay. Blue-black is looking like a good direction. Blue-red is also looking like a good direction. I think both of these are pretty fantastic. Guess we have stronger black cards. Maybe I just take the Professor Onyx here.
Essence of life
Nothing I care for. Is this card good? I don't like this Liliana that much. She's like very eh. I guess she's removal. Sure.
The best thing about zombies is their adoring obedience.
I've gotten blown out by this card one time. Don't think it's particularly good. Yeah, probably not playing any of those. Shieldred all the way around. Play with fire all the way around. What is happening here? Probably take Shieldred. Sure. I don't like Tiramet. Well, now we open, like, straight fire and red spells. Maybe we're on Rakdos Planeswalkers. I think these are both pretty considerably powerful. Pretty bizarre. We just on Rakdos here? Think maybe. There's a Golos. Not really going in that direction. We did get some sweet late blue cards, but that's all we got out of those last packs. Or out of the last pack.
It's my turn.
Yeah, I'll take Chandra over Lightning Bolt. I think it's probably pretty close. Not as crazy of things going on here. I'm probably just up for a fatal push here. We don't know if we're in blue. Hall of the Storm Giants is fantastic as a man land. But yeah, I'm glad just to stick to black. Our black looks pretty decent. It's got a lot of everything. So I'll take the fatal push. Ooh, so Woe Strider has a decent chance of wheeling. Magma Quake deals damage to my planeswalkers, so maybe I'm not on that. Elder Gargaroth is just a fantastic card, so maybe I go with that. There's not really anything for any of my decks. Woe Strider's good in like the Aristocrats deck, but like I just think it's really hard to bring that deck together. So let's go with the Elder Gargaroth and see where we get from there. Well, there's like a Blood Artist effect. I don't think it's where we're going, though. There's a Rekindling Phoenix. That's pretty strong. There's a Vraska. Yeah, I'm probably just on Rekindling Phoenix. I think that's stronger than Vraska. Okay. Probably just on red-black here. Ah, now there's Thragtusk. Ugh. Bloodchief's Thirst is great. Magmatic Channeler is pretty good. Guess it's time to decide what is our pulls into black. I mean, the black is okay. It's just plentiful. Thragtusk, though. Thragtusk is super powerful. Now we've got Elder Gargaroth and a Thragtusk. Yes, yes, please. Timberland. No, probably not. Blue doesn't look open at all. Vivian Reed. Aethersphere Harvester is decent. Don't really have a lot to activate it at the moment. Might go with that still. Maybe Vivian Reed's a little better. I'll go with Aethersphere. It's colorless. We still don't know what direction we are. Yeah, Maze Mind Tome, sure. Steam Vents, huh? All these are so bad. What a mess. I'll take Beanstalk 3 into 5. Well, let's see. I've got some 4 drops. I'm probably not on green-red. So we'll just go with Beanstalk Giant. Rex Sage on a wheel's fantastic. Might just be on black-green here. I'll go ahead and take this MDFC land. Regrowth is a decent card. I guess Vraska kills something. Yeah, maybe I'm on for a Vraska. We haven't seen much red going on. Timeless Witness on the wheel. Yeah, green's open. So we're probably on green-black, unfortunately. Then we open this pack. I hate you, Cube. Guess there's a Lovestruck Beast. Let's see, how many green cards do we have? 8 for 7, so we're actually most plentiful and probably the highest quality in green. Our early stuff leans towards black. We have no early plays. So I guess Lovestruck Beast helps a decent amount here, and we're probably just on green-black. And we're gonna make do with that. And then there's literally nothing for us, not even on the land side. I guess there's Mire Triton. We could even wheel that, honestly. Mechagodzilla is not particularly for us. We don't have any lands. What a bad sequence of packs. Let's see. You're a 3-play. It's either Mire Triton or Royal Eruption. We really need early plays, and I'm not sure about going into red at this stage of the game. Actually, I think maybe I should have gone into red. Like, our black is kind of replaceable with early red plays. Ooh, but now we have all sorts of choices. We've got Pelucranos, which is super powerful. We're in the colors for it. We've got Lolth, the Spider Queen. She's fantastic. So, yeah, I think we're in a fine place here. We've got decent amount of top end, not too much. So it's between Lolth and Pelucranos. Pelucranos might wheel, but such a strong card. Probably got to go with Pelucranos over Lolth. I think I could go either way with that. But... Ooh, Cultivate and a Paradise Druid. I love both of these things. Why they always gotta be in the same pack? We need early plays. That is what we established. So I'm gonna go with the Paradise Druid. Okay. I think we've got the top end figured out. Let's go with an Infernal Grasp here. Ooh. Remember, they're always in the same pack, so I'm quite high on man lands, but, I mean... Find Finality. These are just two cards that you absolutely want. It's pick 6, so I'm not going to see this pack again, I don't believe. Eldest Reborn is pretty strong here. Find Finality is pretty strong in my Planeswalker deck. I'm probably on Find Finality here. Okay. Valentine as an early play. Gym Razor as... Gym Razor as hate. Yeah. Okay, I really need to be on the lookout for green-black lands, but I don't recall seeing any. Ooh, card I like. Erebos' Intervention. I like it over Poison the Cup. Whatever, I guess. Green whites. Great. Esika's Chariot came back around. That's pretty nice. Not touching the lower end there. Liliana. I don't like the 4-drop Liliana. God, we lack a lot in this deck. Ooh, Cultivate. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Feeling a lot better. Eldest Reborn? Yes, I think so. Okay, so we're in an open lane, and that's about the most we can hope for. Let's see. Valentin. It can mess with some decks quite a bit. but I don't think Valentin is exactly where we want to be at here. Okay, so we're not strong on ramp, but I think we got somewhere here. Like, we can play the top end. Yes, okay. So Gym Razor is on the questionable list. Love-Struck Beast is probably fine enough. What did I just cut? Aether Sphere Harvester. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably reasonable. Gym Razor is probably one of the worst cards we have. Mire Triton isn't fantastic here. We've got a couple of early plays. Ooh, this is an MDFC land. So we're going to we're just gonna cut a land. Okay. So I think we got somewhere here. No green-black lands, though. Okay. So, yeah. 8 and 8. Yeah, it's probably as best as we can do. The rock. Yeah, that's the thing, is that this cube is a lot of good stuff. And one thing is that I think the cube is fun. I just think it's less impressive in League play. Because, like, whenever you get a cube where you see all of the best cards in literally a single pack, your heart just dies. Especially when they're on the same color. Because then that's going to put most people into a similar lane as you. Or at least someone else. Yeah, this is fine. Looks like we might be against aggro. So we kind of have... Okay, I'm not going to Fatal Push this little guy. Do I want to leave open Fatal Push or play a Mire Triton? I'll probably play this Mire Triton. Beanstalk Giant can go get green. Okay. Let's see. Could Infernal Grasp that, and that's actually a pretty good spot to be at. I don't want to lose this thing forever. Guess I could Rex Sage. No, I think I'm just gonna kill this now. Gain my life back. Don't want any God's willing shenanigans blowing me out here. I don't think I will do anything about that. Danto Vanguard. Yeah. It's a little bit of a problem character. Okay. So, can ramp into 5 mana. Not that impressive at the moment. I can blow up their Legion's Landing. That's probably pretty good. And next turn, I'm looking to Beanstalk. And then we'll just start doing massive top-end stuff. Yeah, okay, that's annoying for sure. Erebos' intervention to kill the Adonto Vanguard. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and... Go ahead and get a green source here. And pass the turn. Probably go block, block. Okay, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt, lightning bolts. Maybe I want to kill the 2/2 now. Cannot kill this. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill the 2/2. Guess I could have waited till their turn to bait out the God's Willing. Let's go ahead and block here, preserve some life. Elder Gargaroth is not bad. I worry about it getting removed on this board state, though. Let's play Elder Gargaroth. Okay, no Swords to Plowshare. Probably trading here, but that is fine. Now, do I want to draw a card or make it 3/3? Probably make it 3/3. I'll be able to gain some life with Erebos' intervention. Elder is getting burnt out. But we've got a... Ooh. It's kind of nasty. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is... -2, -2. That'll be 3 mana, leaving me enough to find here. Okay. Now they can go ahead and not do anything. Okay. There are hasty things to worry about, so maybe I don't attack here, like against a Heroic Reinforcements or something. But I'm going to go ahead and grab Garg. And I think maybe Reclamation Sage, just in case. Yeah, let's grab that. I think the upside is definitely higher. Okay, and they go Helix. It's fine. Luckily, Elder has Hidden Reach. And unless they drew something, we should be pretty alright here. Den of the Bugbear. Seasoned Pyromancer is not what I want to see. Selfless Savior, neither. Please attack me. Please attack me. Yes. Oh no, they read it. They read the card. Oh boy. I do need a land here, because we should be able to win with a Hornet Queen. Now I'll play a Rex Sage, just as a blocker. I will not attack in here. Because Selfless Savior makes the 4/4 indestructible. I trade off the Gargaroth for a Pyromancer. I don't think that's where I need to be at. Then I'll Hornet Queen, and Shieldred should be enough power to win. Oh, it does not opt to force through damage. Pelucranos Fight is a very powerful thing on this board. Nah, it has to be Hornet Queen. Can also go Pelucranos Fight, force them to use the 1/1. Nah, Hornet Queen's just more impressive here. I doubt they're running Wraths, but that would get me good. Okay, great, another 4/4. Ordain, okay. Kind of think I want to play a Pelucranos here, kill Sarkin. So we play a Pelucranos, and this will keep any indestructible shenanigans from getting to us too badly. I think I'm okay with Hornet Queen dying, just because of Shieldred. Now, if I clear out like 90% of their flyers, this attack is okay. Oh! The hidden text.
Watch this. Come on. Listen to them roar.
LOL. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine.
Are you ready?
Okay, and now let's go for an... Let's go for a fight here, I think. Get them to use their Selfless Savior. Maybe it's better to fight the Selfless Savior first. I'm probably just on Shieldred here. Look to get back the Hornet Queen. That's what our deck does. Just slam fat top end. They're gonna sack their Seasoned Pyromancer. They'll have sack fodder for a while.
Might demands power.
Okay. Alright. So we got that. Sarkon has text. Good to remember. And part of why I did not get my Jace avatar was definitely because of unfamiliarity with a lot of the cards. Mostly what I play is limited, so playing in a higher power limited, there were little mistakes like that, but by far the Decathlon finals, like, went 4-3, and it's not bad. The deck was certainly capable of 6 wins, but I do chalk it up to too many mistakes were made, and not in the game played necessarily, but the draft section. The Decathlon final video is not something that I would want someone first coming to my channel and watching, because it definitely isn't up to my standards, and not because the results weren't where I would like them to be. This is a questionable keep. Questionable keep. Don't have any ramp, have some stabilization. Rex Sage for a control matchup. I'm on the draw. I think it's okay to keep this on the draw. But, by far the drafting portion was where the most mistakes were made. If you rewatch it, I can definitely... Ooh, if I drew a Paradise Druid, that would be insane. But if you rewatch it, I could have ended up on blue-red control, splashing for Approach of the Second Sons, and that's more than just a hindsight thing. Do I want to Baleful Mastery a forest? I probably don't. But I probably want to Fatal Push that. Hitting my lands is pretty good.
Back off.
Yeah, that's rough.
I like animals better than people.
For me. I have to Beanstalk here. Yeah, not a great place to start here. Maybe if I draw land, I can, like, Witness, Fatal Push something. But, that's definitely a place where this deck hurts, is ramp. And we didn't see a terrible lot of it, honestly. It's a good Rex Sage target, but the damage is already done, and I am behind this game. Even got me with the 1-drop. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. This probably wasn't a keep. Of course, things are easy to say in hindsight. Now I have to do something like blow up this hinge and Baleful Mastery on something. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I can't even draw Find Finality and be fine. Not yet, anyways. Oh boy. I have to Baleful Mastery that. Let's see. What am I doing this next turn? I mean... Oh. Here, have a card. Now, do I chump here? Probably not. I want to chump this, but can I? Almost certainly not. Guess I'm just preserving life total now till I can stabilize or something. Thragtusk, I can Timeless Witness into Fatal Push and kill that. Can play Pelucranos. Does that do much? Not really. It's only a 6/6. Thragtusk is eh. Like, Thragtusk is alright. But I think I'm just on Timeless Witness here. Maybe what I want to do is get Baleful Mastery and hope to draw land so that I can play Pelucranos and sort of stabilize. I don't think that works, but we'll see. Cultivates, okay. Yeah, it was a questionable keep, for sure.
Dare you to stop this?
Let's see, 14. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, I guess I should have considered that. That I was just dead on board. If I didn't grab the Fatal Push. I mean, was I dead on board anyways? I was not, but didn't feel like there's much coming out of that game, so let's just go back in. But yeah. I don't know if I should keep my Decathlon. I really wish I had. I had ramp. Got Fatal Push. Got Thragtusk. Okay. Got lands and spells. Scorched Spitter. Guess I'll just kill that now in case I draw like a Paradise Druid. And now we play the nothing game. Okay, Goblin Bannerets. Not the worst to deal with. I get to play a Gym Razor next turn, then a Thragtusk, then an Eldest. Ooh, nothing? Okay. Okay. Let's play a 4/4 in your path. My opponent does nothing, I will just... Well, I guess I don't need to even Eldest Reborn against that. Thundering Rebuke. Kindling Phoenix. Beanstalk Giant doesn't do too much. I guess I'll just go with a Thragtusk here. No attacks. Opponent can... Ooh, Torbrin. I don't have a kill spell, so I do not want to do this yet. Quite rough. Quite rough. Okay, and Skewer, yeah. I think I want to Footsteps and Grasp the Torbrin. Get my triple green for the Hornets, Queen, and now I can just kill this now before they can burn at instant speed. Alright, and I think we're doing okay. We're not doing great, but it's fine. Stormseeker here. They probably just give their Phoenix plus. Unless they're going for an all-out attack here, so that they can... Well, they can't mentor exactly here. Do I want to take 3 with everything getting haste? I guess I'll just make this block here. And with 1 card in hand, a Shield Druid's going to be pretty threatening. If I were to draw into it, I guess this just means I go Eldest Reborn, huh? And die to burn spell. Yep. Alright. Yep. Yep. I mean, I do not think that this deck is great, but I mean... Maybe I was supposed to block on the Phoenix and hope for a removal. Like, that doesn't even seem right. That doesn't seem right or good. I hate it. I'll take it. Ooh, I like it. Let's see. Do I want to hit my land drops for a while? I think I do. They might be on a control deck, though. I'll go ahead and go for hitting land drops here. Get to go Paradise Druid into Maze Mine Tome. That's pretty sweet. Especially against blue-red. But, green mid-range, black mid-range is pretty poorly set up to play against, blue base control. Okay, so let's see. Go ahead and go for a Maze Mine Tome. This is probably a saw it coming. My opponent does not want me to be able to play a draw-go game against them. So they're gonna counter this. Yeah. Do I risk losing the Paradise Druid so I can get a little pressure on board? Sure. Oh, hey. I got good find targets now, at least. They might consider killing the Paradise Druid here. They do not. So, I think I want to hit in for 4. I want pressure on the control deck. Yes. I do want Find to go through. This kind of looks like a counter spell. It'd be amazing if it went through, but I don't think I want to chance it. They might in phase kill Paradise Druid. Yeah, to alleviate some pressure. That is fine. Ooh, do they have a thirst for discovery? If they have a thirst, I get a little punished here. At least next turn I have, like, find for... Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. Or that is not good. Not good would be the other way around. So that really makes me think that they've got a... I shouldn't have let the treasure go through because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is 100% a Torrential Gearhulk. No Torrential Gearhulk. Okay. Let's do a find on Paradise Druid and Elder Gargroth. I mean, if they're taking this much time for it, this certainly means a counterspell is coming. Commit. Okay, that's a little better than what I wanted to see. Okay, so let's end the turn. That's fine. They're missing land drops. Okay. Little awkward on the Timeless Witness here. But hitting more pressure is pretty sweet. But, like, being able to get back a find would be pretty sweet. But I think a 2-1 is actually doing quite a bit on this board. Memory lapse. Okay. It's totally fine. They just go land main phase Torrential Gearhulk, I'm in a little trouble. But, Time Warp. Okay. This is a Scholar, I'm in trouble. I hate this Shieldred. Just rots in your hand for the next ever. Okay. Do I Timeless Witness or just pass? I think they have like a Scholar or something. So I want to just pass here. Because Intervention, yeah. Intervention will target whatever they target. So... still a little awkward. Now the question is if I want to... Magma Opus. Question is if I want to Baleful Mastery this turn as well. I think I would like to. Magma Opus and Time Warp, I think. Yeah. Now we'll kill this. Yeah, I'll go Paradise Druid, Elder Gargaroth here. Opponent might be wanting to hard cast this Commit to Memory here. And if I can get them to start using their removal spells on, like, my Mire Triton, things like that, that'll be good. Okay, Magma Quake. Alright. It's annoying. But, yeah, now we just go for the Timeless Witness, I think. Got 2 cards in hand. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Witness, and that'll allow us to get back the Find. Okay, disallow. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Now I'm just gonna be on hard casting the Gargaroth. I mean, if my opponent draws into, like, straight power, we got a good chance of losing this game, but I think... Okay, memory. Alright. Advantage to me for that play, because now I have the untap advantage. But if they have, like, a memory lapse, I'm in a lot of trouble. I think I just want to try hard casting here. Don't have your memory lapse. Okay.
Welcome to Witherbloom.
So there was the thing where I could remove their Beanstalk Giant, Lovestruck Beast. Probably just a giant here, I guess. Neither of them are too impressive.
I never thought I'd miss the library.
Yeah, I could have gotten rid of the Commit to Memory. But control decks typically have a lot of ways to loop their cards, and getting rid of Scholar, Time Warp, and Magma Opus forever, I think is pretty important. Magma Quake? 4/6 maybe coming up. Just a Prophetic Titan. 2/4 to any target, so that goes there. Okay, now I'd like to resolve this Eldest Reborn. I have a feeling it's not going to resolve. Maybe I look for a cheaper removal spell. First, like Infernal Grasp, I find land. Okay. This is fine. All of this is fine.
Have impeccable study habits.
Let's go for an Eldest. Probably hits a disallow here. Ooh. Does not hit a disallow. We are in business here. Now I'll go Paradise Druid. Selendi Vision, okay. Magma Quake definitely improves here, but I can always get the Professor Onyx back. So I think we're in good shape. Them not hitting land drops was pretty big for us, but Yeah, not the type of deck that I would typically want to give favorable matchups to any control deck, but I think we did pretty solid here. Turn up to 2 target creatures, okay. Scry 2, draw 2. I think we're going to see a Scry 2, draw 2. I currently do not have Delirium after 2 Professor Onyx activations. It's fine, though. So we know that my opponent didn't have a counterspell last turn. It looks like they might just go for it, so that they can draw, like, into a counter or something. Okay. Okay, each opponent discards here. Gem Razor for artifact removal. They could have a memory lapse here. I kind of just want to go for Shieldred, though. If they do have a memory lapse, then I will Fatal Push on the 6/6. Okay, they do. Alright. So let's Fatal Push here. And now we have Lethal. We might have had Lethal before. Let's see. Fatal Push, Beanstalk, Cultivate. Okay, yeah, we had Lethal. Didn't matter if they had a... Okay. Whoops. The hidden text on these Planeswalkers, I'm telling you. Luckily, if they Magma Quake, we still have an out, so... we are okay. But I 100% just should have gone for Lethal. There's no downside to going for it. Well, I guess baiting the counterspell first was pretty important. Yeah, okay. Let's see, what did I have? 4, 7, 8, 9, 3, 3. So 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I had exactly enough that... Okay, that's fine. Now, if they bounced my Eldest Reborn, we have a problem. So yeah, I didn't need the extra 2 damage from Paradise Druid. I had enough mana to do it all. But I have return up to 2, so yeah, I could do 0, but I also had 2, so it didn't matter. Okay, so now we just play Professor Onyx. Oh, we just grab you. Deal 4 damage to any targets or me. Professor Onyx has a bit more legs if they have a way to gain at instant speed. I mean, I'll go for the Prophetic Titan. Okay, they do have a way to deal with this. Okay. Maybe I just punted. Okay, they're cycling. Okay, yeah, I should have gotten Professor Onyx because this opens disallow. It doesn't matter. They're at 0. That was a little weird. I guess they happen at the same time, so even if they hit 0 during resolution, I still have to pick something before state-bait actions come into play. Okay, so a little sloppy closing there, but we got 2 wins. We're 2-2. Deck's okay. It's just good stuff, and that's pretty much what this cube is. A lot of the synergies are just like red herrings in this cube. It's just fundamental deck synergies. Like, the sacrifice deck is good, but relying on the pieces to both be seen at the table and for you to get them all is just not worth it, honestly. Opponent goes first. I have a tutor for like a cultivate here. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm in for this. It's not the best hand. It's pretty slow, but I've got some options here. No, okay. Red black. So I guess I'm not running out this turn 2 demonic tutor. They've got pretty slow start here. I think I'm just going at 3-5. Let's hold up Baleful Mastery in case there's anything I need to deal with. Nothing comes to mind. I guess Anax and Woestrider. Not really. Like, it's not bad Baleful Mastery target. It's just not a great one. Okay, let's cultivate, hit our land drops for the next ever. Guess I need my triple green. And I do have the triple green, so I guess I'll also take a black here. Put you onto the battlefield. They might scry to hit land drops here. That'll be fine. Or they might just be looking for action. Who knows? That's the fun. Obliterator. So my sweeper does not get rid of that. Could be in trouble here if I play the Elder Gargaroth. So let's see, I've got 5 mana. Infernal Grasp on the Obliterator. Demonic Tutor for... Find Finality. I open myself up to removal if this Elder Gargaroth gets hit. Think I want to go Demonic Tutor, kill the Obliterator. Obliterator's gonna cause problems for me, that is for sure. Let's go for Demonic Tutor. It's probably Find Finality, but we'll see if something else sticks out. I mean, Hornet Queen. Yeah, there's a lot of goodies I could pick up here. Guess I paid double black, so I can't necessarily get Fatal Push, but not that there's any targets for it on this board. Could just be Shieldred. Shieldred's pretty nifty here. I probably should just be on the board wipe, right? Seven drops pretty good with what I have. I'll take a Shieldred. And now we'll go ahead and grasp the Obliterator. I don't lose 2 life if they so choose. Next turn I could go Gym Razor plus hold up Baleful Mastery. If I need to. Okay, they want to deal 2 to me. It's fine. Okay. I think I'm on a Jimmy boy here. And we're pretty close to stabilizing here. A well-placed Shieldred will go a long way. If they let me trade with the Witch, I'll do that, but I'm not going to eat a Witch trigger here. That would have been a good opportunity to play Find Finality. So maybe that was the correct play. Looks like Polygon's command. I discard a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I discard the Gargaroth here. They already played a land. Maybe I discard a Swamp. I don't need to rush out the Shieldred here. It would be pretty strong, though. Okay. And now if they attack with Witch, we're perfectly okay. Luris. I think I want to kill the Witch. I guess I don't have to. If I draw a land, like, yeah, maybe keeping not a land was a little awkward here. I have Professor Onyx for the Obliterator, so maybe I just go ahead and kill the Witch here. Because that card is super strong, and getting rid of it forever is quite powerful. They do not want to scry here. Scry is strictly worse than the card draw. Okay, and now Thragtusk versus Garga. I mean, I don't see a reason why not to why to throw out the Gargaroth here. Well, I guess so. They're going to be torn between removing and... Well, I guess they have enough mana. Like, on 2 cards in hand, one of them may be a removal spell, the other being 4 black. I think I'm enticed to run out the card that attacks well. And next turn I have Professor Onyx here. So, like... can have, let's see, reach trample. I don't think I want to attack yet. We haven't exactly stabilized, but we're in an okay spot here. We're about one turn off of stabilizing, for sure. Four mana. Oh, wow. It's definitely a problem. But they still don't want to attack in. Alright. Okay, so I think I attack in with everything here. And depending on what they do, might want to draw a card on the Elder Gargaroth, honestly. I mean, I'll take this 2-for-1 here any day. Take the 1-for-1 as well. I'll draw a card. I've got 2 7-drops in my hand. These both have trample, so block and scry shenanigans don't apply here. Oh yeah, I 1-for-1 trade. That's fine. That's totally fine. Forgot it has Death Touch. That doesn't change anything here. Unfortunately, it's my tap land. But it's Thraggy Boy time. And hilariously, I hit the final land, and now I'm going to be dropping a 6-drop next turn, almost certainly. I mean, I guess dropping Shieldred is pretty strong on this board, but Obliterator will be a little bit of a problem for me. That still fights. It's definitely a problem. Shieldred doesn't enable attacks, neither does really Professor Onyx here. I think I'm probably just going to... I have mana open, so I guess the proper thing here is just to play Professor Onyx. I could swing in for 9 and just say, hey, you can't really attack me. I mean, that really might be the best, to attack in for 9. Oh yeah, especially after they tap out here.
This is my favorite part. Watch the life essence fade.
Maybe just swing in for 5. This gives me inevitability, but this clocks them so hard. Yeah, let's go for it. I've got Pelucranos to fight.
So much for a new start.
Burn down the house. Okay, so Liliana is dead no matter what. I'll just go for a Pelucranos here. Definitely just, it fights whatever. Blood Artiste, okay. It's a free kill for me. Well, I guess it's a 3 mana free kill. Escape Woe Strider? Don't think that works. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and fight that. Okay, I think I attack in with Pelucranos. 8 mana, -3, 5, and 6. Yeah, a lot of awkward things going on here. Like, I get to fight and then fight. Yeah, that should be... That's actually lethal. Okay. So, let's fight. It'll be a 1/1, so... It doesn't matter if I fight... Actually, it's technically better to fight this first. But it doesn't ultimately matter. Alright. 3 and 2, not bad. We started off on a bad foot, ended up on a medium one. We can only go up from here. I'd be very happy if this got 4 wins, because, I mean, green good stuff I think is quite good in this format. It's just not the top thing that you can be doing, I don't think. And the thing about League play is that no matter what, you want to be doing the top thing. And in this hand, we are actually doing the top thing that green does, which is ramp into a fat. Not ramp into fat, just a fat. Alright. Good luck, opponent. Could get grasped. Who knows? Faceless Agent. I don't think that's quite it. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I can do here. I can fight this, get in for 5 altogether. I don't think that's actually what I want to do. It's not really a strong place to be. I could just mutate, swing in for 10. It's pretty strong. Opens me up to Languish. I don't think I want to do that, so let's just go ahead and swing in here. One decides that's good for them. Okay. I'll play a Maze Mind Tome. Now, I could have also made a trample, play out Maze Mind Tome, but then I don't get to draw. This way I hold up Fatal Push, plus I get to draw. It's unlikely Fatal Push gets to see anything here. That's a problem. This is why we want more cards. Definitely want this Fatal Push to turn on, but I don't have any good ways to do so. Let's just keep drawing here. And let's hold up Pelucranos. I like that. So I think we're in a good spot here. They Languish. We've got Fatal Push. We missed. Ooh. And blue? What's the blue splash for? Okay, upkeep. Contempt. Well, I can't exactly get rid of that, but I can... I can't keep this from being exiled, but I can Fatal Push on that. So... let's go ahead and let that go through. Got a whole bunch of things that I don't want to actually... I want to see if this goes through. It does. That is good. And I don't have a lot of things that I actively want to do here. I guess I have a Rex Sage, so I just play out a 4/4 Trample. And be pretty happy with it. Yeah, if they're on blue-black control with just this heavy black... It can't be on blue-black control. Like, double blue pips is not happening in this deck. Okay, Ayara. So, they're definitely mono-black. That's annoying. Can at least kill that, is something that I'm interested in. So, okay, now we go Vraska, kill... And I think we're just hanging back here. Probably gonna see a kill there. A Cruel Reality. Well, at least we have the removal spell for that. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose our Paradise Druid. Let's see. I can play a Cultivate. Green, black. Play green out. Get a black here. And do I actively want to sacrifice a land here? I don't really want to, but I don't think it's a terrible idea. In fact, I think it's quite fine, honestly. So yeah, let's nab one of those. Perfect. And let's pass. Which of the Moors? This card is so awful for me here. Now I've got to sacrifice Rex Sage. They get back their Obliterator if they want. Yep. Let's get rid of Rex Sage here. I can scry. I don't think I care to, though. Find Finality is a good hit. Wow, that's such a good hit. We have Timeless Witness, so I think we're okay with just casting off this Finality. There is no way they're running like Memory Lapse here. I call shenanigans no way. Okay, they're not. Do I want to sack for more action? Unlikely.
Don't dwell on what's about to happen.
Okay. I do get to -X on the Obliterator if I want. But I want to hold it up for Graveyard Shenanigans ultimately is my goal. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. What is this blue in here for? Okay, just an Obliterator. Fine. Demonic Pact. I'm weirded out here. Let's see. 1, 2. What can I do here? 8 mana. 1, 2. So this costs 5. I have 3 left over. So, okay. I think I will... Oh, I have 2 left over. Enough for Maze Mind Tome. Okay. It's -5, -5 on you. I still have Timeless Witness to use as a toolbox here. Get to draw an extra card if I so wish.
Alive?
Nah, I don't think I do. Okay. So they get to do some amount of good things. But they're not super impressive. I should keep holding lands for whenever they make me discard. Scarab God is a splash. Okay. I mean, that was a pretty spicy hit. Witch of the Moors, okay. So they do that next turn. In a little bit of trouble here. Oh, Eldest Reborn, fantastic. So, let's see. We want to play this, almost certainly. Now, I do think I would like to, whenever creature you control deals combat damage, that player loses the game. Okay, so I think here's what I want to do. I think I do want to sacrifice a land here. Yeah, now I definitely know that I want to get rid of these on the following turn. So yeah. they probably want to deal 4 damage. They might choose to do it against Vraska. Okay, so we prepared for this. These are fine discards. I would have liked to cast Beanstalk Giant, but... they might be able to cast both here. Okay, so they get to cast that. That's a little rough with my Shieldred thing going on here. But I can, like, kill that. Baleful Mastery, okay.
It seems fortune favors you.
7. I really do need to kill this Scarab God. So I'll have 8 mana if I do this, and then I can Baleful plus Timeless Witness and find a Find. That might be okay. It's the most card advantage. But Erebos' Intervention does a lot of work against them. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Sure, it'll return to their hand, but I don't think we care too much about that. Let's attack in for 6. Now, what do I want to return here? Probably a removal spell, honestly. Okay. It's okay. Thank you, opponent. I wasn't sure what I was getting there. Okay, so yeah. 4 wins. I'm pretty happy. If we can get to 5 wins, I will be most happy. Because like I said, I think this lane was very good. I think the Jund lane was pretty good in general. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll keep this. This looks okay. It's very playable against all manners of decks. Okay, we're up against blue. So if they play a Midnight Clock or a ramp spell, I am super happy with this hand now that we drew this forest. Okay, what? Okay, now I will Beanstalk Giants. They want to counter, sure, whatever. Search for a basic land. I will grab my triple green. Oh no. Visionary. Okay, that I will Vraska. Only thing is, Vraska might not resolve. So maybe I want to mutate and play a Paradise Druid. I think I do. Non-human creature you own. Oh, is this an alternate casting cost? Ooh, it's still a cast. But either way, I get their treasure. And Pretty happy with that. I get to double spell. Nice. Now if they board wipe, I get their Visionary at least. Then I can go Professor Onyx. Yeah, I don't mind this. Ooh. Ooh. Seven mana, so I can... That was a pretty good draw. So I can Pelucranos, fight the Oracle. Dragtusk? Okay. So we have just a regular slugfest going on here. We drew a land. That means I'm probably pretty okay with just playing this Beanstalk Giants rather than playing Professor Onyx out. They're like a Timur deck. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Beanstalk Giant out. It's just a big, scary, big boy. Chandra.
I'm Chandra, the immolation sensation.
Chandra is a big problem. Chandra is a big, big problem. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. So I can Professor Onyx, make sack, and attack with both into Chandra. Can also go Vraska. Wait. Okay, can attack, can fight, can Vraska away the little thing. So let's see, 4, I have 5 left over. 5 is not 6. I can't do everything I want to, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and attack like this. Okay.
I'm good at what I do.
Pretty mana
and what I
inefficient.
do is win.
Yeah, I should have fought pre. Not sure what I... Siege Gang. But my hand's not good against Siege Gang.
Burning desire to finish you.
Finality. Demonic Tutor. Go. Search for the goods.
You really want to fight me? That's cute.
Elder Garg. Or a Mammoth for a 3/3 action. I guess I'll get Garg here. And there's nothing much I can do else on this board. Guess Baleful Mastery is what I'm also looking for. Come on, I got answers. Okay.
I will give you a second chance.
Just draw blank. Although Chandra should be at 3 if I played that correctly. That's a mess. What a mess.
I tried to fix things.
Bye-bye!
Ooh, I think I'm going to fatal push that. I think that's the most that I'm going to get out of this turn. Okay, this is going to be good. Infernal Grasp is a good pickup here. Now they've got to choose what they're doing here. And Elder Gargaroth is going to get onto the board here. Now I get to eat something. Pretty good. Now we're going to go a Gargi. And I'd say we're doing pretty alright here.
Let's get toasty.
A land. Land is nice here. Maze Mind Tome's pretty sweet. Okay, let's, I don't think they're going to kill me fast enough. Whispering one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. They might choose to, I'm gonna draw a card here rather than gain a life at the moment. Fine's pretty good. Shieldred, that lives. I can't do anything else. Yeah, so we're just going to pass. And they gotta start drawing pretty hot off the top here. That's not it. Okay, I think we're in a good spot here. Now we're kind of starting to get clocked. I mean, I'm gonna do it. Maybe I should. Nah, that doesn't make sense. Let's just do this and gain 3 life. Yeah, I don't hate it. And we're probably just gonna go Shieldred here. Like, if you draw a board wipe, you draw a board wipe, but they're not in the colors for this. I should have attacked in with Paradise. No, I want to draw a card. I want to draw a card. Incubation Druid. Okay. We managed to get it. Yeah. How did we do it? What mattered in this matchup? Well, I misplayed a Pelucranos. Rex Sage. Do you hit anything? I don't think so. Yeah. Pelucranos killing the Oracle Moldiah was very key. Yeah, it sort of just seems like I don't know. We had more removal, I guess. More 2-for-1 value creatures. Okay. So 5 wins. We're happy. I think this is a good deck, and it's probably the best showcase of, like, how the Arena Cube functions. Now that I've gotten a lot more practice in, I obviously, well, not obviously, I guess, but I know more about the format. I know more about how the meta works and kind of the ranking of your archetypes, and this is a pretty good hand. I like this hand. I don't think it's the best, but I think it's got options for everything. Like, yeah, 1/1 on this board. Fantastic. I guess this is a prismatic. I don't quite like that. I respect the grind. Gotta get in for your damage, for sure. Now, unfortunately, I've got, like, this Maze Mind Tome on turn 2 that doesn't do a whole lot for me. So, I guess I'm gonna start getting to that, gain 4 life business. And big stuff, red has a tough time dealing with, so... let's shake a hand at them. So, I think I'm just playing Love Struck next turn. And that's a pretty good one. It is a pretty good one. Do I want a land drop? I do. I want a land drop a lot. We go to 17. We're going on to turn 3. That's an okay place to be at. Gonna go Forest. I'm probably gonna trade 2 for 1 on this Love Struck Beast against them. I want to get their Battlecry Goblin out of their hand, or out of play, because that card is actually a rock solid 2-drop. Just in general, like, it's an okay speed bump because in some decks, because like later it just draws you, or it makes its own like board. But it's also just a high quality like aggro card as well, because it makes a board. Now it's time for Pelucranos, and we're gonna start looking to just fight them for a while here. If we draw a fight spell, then, or a land, then fight spell. We don't run those in Arena Cube. If we draw a land, then we get to hold up Baleful Mastery plus plus fight with the one and only Poly K. DJ Poly. Okay, very happy for that. Now the question is, do I attack in with this 6/6? It's a little aggressive, but it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Think this is a good attack. Either they use all the resources on a Lovestruck Beast, but either way, we get to fight here. Fighting is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and fight the goblin here. They get to pump it. Okay. If they want to use their mana on this, this is basically as good as it gets. Oh, absolutely. Now my Poly still trades for two of their creatures. Yeah, this is fantastic. And now we get to cultivate here. Grab a forest. And a forest. This is a pretty good mutate target. Should probably keep that in mind. I'm not going to mutate this turn. But a 4/4 fight on demand creature is pretty incredible. Huh. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna... Don't think I turned down this offer. Do I? Maybe I do, just because this mutate combo is actually pretty strong. And maybe this is what they want me to do so that they can remove the Love Struck. Like, yeah, this is totally okay. I mean, I could save this for an Embercleave, sure. I don't think I need to. Now they can... Okay, they can Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that's totally fine. Do I want to get the Eldest Reborn going? Or do I just want to get my 1/1? I want to get the Eldest Reborn going. Okay. We got it. Yeah, that hand was actually perfect against an aggro deck. By quite a lot. But it was just a good hand in general. Had a lot of options. 6 wins. Okay. We have already outdone my Decathlon finals. But yeah, as far as drafting this set, I mean, honestly, it's just draft good cards so that, like, that sounds so terrible, but, like, there's just not a whole lot of synergy going on. And the one color that does have non-stop synergy, well, there's actually two. Black has the most synergy, and it's the worst color because it depends upon synergies, and the colors just, they're split between a ton of different strategies. Do I want to play out this Kazandu Mammoth? Guess we're on the draw, so we get to see if we want to. If I draw a land, I probably won't be. Ooh, they're gonna aggro me out. Let's play a Swamp. Okay, and they take a turn off, hopefully. I do like Rakdos aggro in this set. I do think it's quite good. Underrated, if you will. Not as good as mono red, but oftentimes when you're doing mono red, you need to... Okay. Chandra is certainly annoying. They must have the combo in hand. I've got choices. I think I'd go with a Mammoth here. Then I have Vraska choice on what I want to blow up. Either Chandra or the payoff. Okay, Royal Eruption. It's totally fine. If they deal one more damage to me, Knight starts getting really good.
I brought company.
Okay. I'm in a bit of trouble, aren't I? 4 mana to work with. If I Beanstalk, I can't do anything. Can Vraska blow up the Knights, or Vraska blow up the Chandra, and that's not that good. I think I'm gonna Vraska blow up the Chandra.
I leave the Golgari now. Step aside.
Time to sleep for a week.
But yeah, anyways, Arena Cube strategy, you just take the bombiest cards. If you can't take the bombiest cards, you take either the most open mana ramp. Yeah, this is getting kind of gross. But, let's see. I think I want to go Timeless Witness, get back Vraska. And you take the cheapest removal, and honestly, I think the best place to be is taking early burn spells, if you're not getting the bombiest of cards. Let's see, I think I'll go for... No, I want to protect my Vraska, but I don't want to put myself too low. Let's take it. Let's take it. I'm taking it. Yep, just deal 6 to me. Okay, now I didn't draw land. Not drawing a land is pretty bad, but at least I get to go, like, Vraska, kill Knight. But I mean, there is a high likelihood I'm just dead here, right? Okay, okay, that's not terrible. Professor Onyx doesn't do a lot here, does she? Loris. Yeah, now I like straight up need.
I was getting bored anyway.
Oldest Reborn. I guess that's the best I can do. They sack the Grim Initiate and I'm dead. So I guess this is what I do. Go get a black. No, I go get a green. And then I play this. Then I have a block on the Luris while having Hornet Queen mana open next turn. Okay, this might be a close game. Do I just preserve all the life? Yes, I do. Oh, one or more creatures die. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I mean, you got me. Didn't draw the land for the Hornet Queen. Okay. So, good game. Their deck is pretty decent. I guess Finality would have been fantastic. What do I... Like, I'm dead on board here, right? Attack in... I guess I shouldn't have blocked there. That was a little bad. But, I don't have enough time. Yeah, we just missed too many land drops, I think. This gets me the most blockers. So, okay. Yeah, just kill me, opponent. I mean, I have to block like this. Actually, did I have to block like that? That might have just been a punt. I block like that, I chump there, then I sack the Lovestruck Beast. I can still pull off a Hornet Queen, and I die to the Priest of the Forgotten Gods on the following turn. Yeah, that ain't it. Oh, yeah. Just in case we didn't think there was a way I could pull through here. Yeah. Alright, good game, opponent. That was a pretty good run. I started talking about the cube and its strategies and, like, the positioning of the cards. Definitely a good stuff, cube. The synergies are kind of a trap. The best synergistic color is actually blue, because all of its win cons work together incredibly. And the thing is that the way League works in Arena Cube is that blue doesn't really come together unless you have access to those incredible win cons. But when you do, it's just the strongest color by a wide margin. And I do think that the best deck in the format, like, there's a lot of best decks in the format, but kind of like your average archetype that I would be very interested in playing is either blue-red control or Jeskai control. Red and blue, just like in a lot of recent limited, just go so well together. Because you have the early burn interaction, because red gets access to the cheapest removal for limited. That holds pretty consistent in recent history, and blue has access to the most card draw, and in this cube, to the bombiest of cards. Sublime Epiphany, what else? Gearhulk, Torrential Gearhulk. Discover the Formula is absolutely busted. And Scholar of the Lost Trove with Time Warp is that's a bomb combo. Scholar in general is quite good because it combos with the best cards in blue. Like, very specifically, it has extremely busted combos with blue. Big 6 mana instant and sorceries. What else? Black is the worst color. My practice runs, one of the reasons that the Decathlon finals didn't go so well for me is that in my practice runs, now this is a learning point here. So I've got a lot to say about the timing of the Decathlon finals and having less than 2 days to give to practice to people with the cube on a weeknight. But aside from, like, what I have to say about the Decathlon, what I have to say about my play is that I fell into a bit of a data trap. My practice, I mean, a single person getting a consistent data set isn't that like likely, or yeah, it isn't that likely. And what had happened during my practice runs was I had a significant amount of what I would consider outliers with black. I think black came around quite often and quite well for the aristocrats deck and in my practice, and I was like, well, maybe this is a bit a part of my strategy. People aren't going to take black, so if I see the good sacrifice cards wheeling, I know I have a pivot point potentially. But the other part is that you don't see every card in a cube every time you sit down at the table. So even if it is completely open, like the aristocrats deck depends upon such specific cards, and you want to have them at a very redundant level. And if you don't get them or they aren't opened, then you're in a lot of trouble because the colors aren't consistent in what they do. They're split in what they do. White controls and aggros. Red burns and aggros. Hence, red is such a consistently good color because the split philosophy point that they have for these colors is the split philosophy point that they have for burn goes well in both, or for red, it goes well in both the control decks and the aggro decks. Hence, red is the most consistent color in this format for sure. But to the point, because I'm kind of rambling, but I feel like it's a good thing to talk about. In the cube is that it's a good stuff cube. The colors are way too split in what they do. I think that the sacrifice type deck is a trap to go for. It's very powerful when it comes together, but there just isn't enough consistency in bringing it together. And even then, like, you're still going to drop games. So like the risk versus reward isn't good. It's not such a busted deck that you're guaranteed to win like all of your games. Because blue still kind of runs over you unless you're built a specific way, which again, the risk to reward for the sacrifice deck is not very good. So black, in my opinion, is kind of relegated to bad red status in this set because it's got some of the best removal options, but that's really all it has. And this is such a low to the ground format that burn is even better here than it is in most like limited sets because aggro is so strong. And so black doesn't even get to be the best at the one thing it does. So I think during the finals, black, my experience with black was not representative of how it actually is. So I was way too willing to go into it. Of course, we just got 6 wins with a black-green deck, but the green cards were pulling a lot of weight there. And like, if you saw like my drafting patterns during this, I was just after the good stuff cards. Green is very consistently, it does one thing. It very consistently drops a 5-drop that has a lot of board impact. So this makes 3-mana ramp spells pretty good, and we got a couple of them. So that was one of the things that really brought the deck together, because green is consistent in this format. It ramps on 3, it plays on 5, it plays value creatures. So I like green quite a lot, just because one of my big things about this cube is that the cards don't, like, they don't go that well together. And the ones that, like, both can have independently great cards while having access to great synergies, I mean, those are the colors that win. Hence, like, blue, red, green being a lot of those. I have not nice things to say about black and white, but they're definitely not unplayable. But the finals, I definitely dropped, and like I said, I almost don't like having that video up because I think I could have had an actual 7-win deck for sure. But like, I won't remove it quite yet, but I might. It's not something that I like to be like. I'd want someone to watch and see me for the first time and being like, huh. And that's not because it didn't get the wins. It's because if you watch it, had I had more experience or maybe played around more with the fundamentals of playing in the Arena Cube draft, you would have found that this Arena Cube draft, or just Arena Cube in general, this is the first time doing the Arena Cube for me. You would have found that I would have landed on a very powerful blue-red deck, splashing white. And not just because, oh, a hindsight draft. It's easy to hindsight draft and say, well, this would have worked out well. But what you want to do is you want to retread the draft from the start to the end. And you want to say, well, how would I improve this pick? And how would this cascade me in a different direction? How would it affect my future picks? And I think what I would have changed is I would have taken the burn spell in pack 1. I took a manland, and I don't think it's bad to have a manland, but with the access to the superior Forgotten Realms, the D&D set, manlands, Crawling Barrens isn't as high of a pick. You want to have access to a manland no matter what deck you are in general. It's less important for good stuff mid-range, more important for aggro and control. But Crawling Barrens is the worst of them, and it doesn't even fix for a color. So Crawling Barrens is less choice, and low the ground removal is a premium choice. So I would have started off with the red, and we would have possibly found a burn down the house on the wheel and said, wow, this is open. And then a little bit of hindsight, but as it progressed, we would have opened up an Approach of the Second Sons and been like, wow, this is a great win con. This is a very powerful win con. I'm going to do powerful things here. And enhance a few other picks. But yeah, the reason for me not being able to mind sculpt, not having the cool avatar that I will never have now, it's my fault. It was not the best decision making, but I was very happy with the deck I landed on. But the deck we landed on needed to have the right draws at the right time, because white has a hard time being redundant in its control decks. It has a very easy time playing control, but it has a hard time being redundant in its effects. Like, so if you don't end up with a lot of burn or a lot of ramp into something relevant and powerful, then blue-white control will be in trouble, whereas blue-red control does one simple thing. It either ramps or it burns on turn 2, and then it draws. So definitely should have been biased towards blue-red, and definitely should have landed on blue-red and white in that. But sorry for that rant. It kind of went from let's talk about how you play Arena Cube and what I've learned to kind of like, dang, I could have mind sculpted, but I think my rant was content rich. So if you stayed around for this, right on. Leave me a like, comment down below. Let's talk about it. Glad to be back. Of course, we'll get on with the daily videos again. I'm not sure how much more cube draft I'm gonna do, but if people like it, I'm down for more. But I do need to hit Mythic before the month ends, and I also probably need the practice for Alchemy for the Mythic qualifier next week. I didn't have enough practice for this Arena Open, so I was just like, well, I'm probably not prepared to go up against the best of players, but I do decently in it for not having like any experience with Alchemy. But let me know if you'd like to see content on Alchemy. I'm a limited channel. I like limited, but feel like I need to branch out because I could probably take down a few more of these events. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.